Hello and welcome to Replacement Player Baseball. We are here in Los Angeles for Game 2 of the 2038 NLCS facing the Dodgers and Chicago Cubs. Today's lineups are going to be for the Cubs: Ogando, Midkiff, Guerrero, Kuning, Bodine, Ornelas, Blackmore, Iwata, Segovia, and Raul Rodriguez starting for the Cubs. He made 33 starts this year with a 16-9 record, 4.48 ERA, and a 1.33 WHIP. For the Dodgers, it will be Ortiz, Ramirez, Dylan Brown, Pish, Gladney, Herrera, Campos, Tiefenthaler, Campos, and Wally Webb doing the starting. Webb started 30 games with a 15-6 record. He has a 3.09 ERA and a 1.02 WHIP. It is 63 degrees. Wind blowing out to center at 9 mph, and we are ready to start today's ball game. The Dodgers took game 1 of this series, and so they lead 1-0 in the NLCS. The Cubs looking to potentially draw even here against the Dodgers in game 2. Ogando stepping up to the plate, the lefty Ogando facing the righty Webb to lead off for the Cubs here in the top of the first inning. 1-1 is the count. Webb looking for the sign. And here comes the delivery. And Ogando lines it down the right field line. That's going to be extra bases all the way down in the corner. Ogando rounding first, heading for second. He is going to stop at second with it. No, excuse me. He's going to slide into third with a leadoff triple here in the top of the first inning. So the Cubs getting off to a bang-up start. Midkiff the next batter with a runner on third and nobody out. Webb facing Midkiff with a 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Midkiff grounds it up the middle. Second baseman has it and he bobbles it. Everybody's going to be safe. Ogando scores, giving the Cubs a 1-0 lead. Midkiff is safe at first on what they're going to call an RBI infield single, which I think is a pretty generous call in this case. And now Guerrero's the batter, facing Webb. Still nobody out, 1 run in, 1 runner on base. Full count. Guerrero grounds it towards short. The throw goes to second. The relay to first. That's a 6-4-3 double play. So Guerrero grounds out. That is 2 outs now in the inning. Nobody on, 1 run in. Kuning now the batter, facing Webb here in the top of the first. 1-1 is the count. Kuning waiting for the pitch. And it's golfed into center field. That is going to drop in for another base hit. Kuning with a 2-out single here in the top of the first. Next up is Bodine with 2 outs, 1 man on. Bodine is 12 for 27 with a home run and 4 RBIs in this postseason. Bodine facing Webb. 1 strike is the count. Here comes the pitch. Bodine lifts it into center field. I think that's going to be an easy play. Pish has it, he makes the catch, and the inning is over. So the Cubs score first, and they take the 1-0 lead into the bottom of the first inning. Ortiz facing Rodriguez here in the bottom of the first. 2 strikes is the count. Raul Rodriguez looking for the sign and delivering the pitch. And there's a pop up to left. Coming in is the left fielder, Ogando. He makes the catch for out number 1. Ramirez the batter facing Rodriguez with 1 out, nobody on. 2-2 is the count. Here comes the delivery. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Rodriguez knocks him out with the fastball at 96. Punches him out, with the fastball at 96. That is out number 2. Brown now the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. Full count. Here is the delivery. Line past the first baseman into right field. That's going to be a 2-out single as the Dodgers have a base runner here in the bottom of the first. Pish now the batter. 2 outs, 1 man on. Cubs up by 1. Rodriguez working with a full count. Here is the delivery. And outside for ball 4. So the 2-out walk is issued. And Rodriguez suddenly in a bit of a jam here in the bottom of the first. Gladney now the batter. 2 outs, 2 men on. 1 ball is the count. And that gets away from the catcher, but everybody holds still. He manages to block it and jump on top of the ball before it got too far away. Gladney still batting. Full count. Here's the delivery from Rodriguez. And it is strike 3 called at the knees. The inning is over. Gladney is not happy about that call. We're going to the top of the second now of a 1-0 Cub lead. So Ornalis batting against Webb here in the top of the second. Cubs looking to add to this 1-0 lead. And there's a liner into center field. That is going to drop in for a base hit for Ornalis to lead off the top of the second. 4th base hit of the game for the Cubs. Blackmore now the batter. Blackmore batting with a runner on first, nobody out. 2-2 is the count. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. As he waves at the 94-mile-an-hour fastball, he cannot catch up with it. Here is Awada now batting. 1 out, 1 man on. 1-1 is the count. Awada grounds it towards second. The throw goes to short. The relay to first. There's a 4-6-3 double play that is going to end the inning. So the Cubs do not score. They do not strand any runners. We're going to the bottom of the second of a 1-0 Chicago lead. Rodriguez faces Herrera here in the bottom of the second. Here comes the first pitch to Ricky Herrera. And it's a grounder toward third. Ornalis has it. He throws across the diamond for out number 1. Campos now the batter. Gabe Campos, that is. 1 out, nobody on. Full count to Campos. Rodriguez with the pitch. Lined into center field. Chasing, going to play it on the hop, is Midkiff as he gets it back into the infield. Gabe Campos has a 1-out single. Tiefenthaler now the batter. 1 out, 1 man on. Rodriguez pitching. And that is low. The throw goes down to second, and he is out. So Segovia throws out the base runner after struggling to throw out base runners in game 1. He got the runner gunned down at second for the second out of the inning. So now, bottom of the second, 2 outs, nobody on. Tiefenthaler facing Rodriguez with a 2-2 count. Here comes the pitch. And it's popped up to center. Midkiff chasing, adjusting toward left center. He makes the catch, and that will end the inning. So the Dodgers do not score. We're going to the top of the third of a 1-0 Chicago lead. Segovia facing Webb here in the top of the third inning. Full count. Here comes the delivery. Popped up to center, going back. Segovia is going to have extra bases off of this one. He rounds first, heading for second. He's going to slide in just ahead of the throw. And that is a leadoff double for the Cubs here in the top of the third inning. So Ogando now the batter. Runner on second, nobody out. Ogando, 1 for 1 today, scored the first run of the ball game. Full count. There's the pitch. Inside for ball 4. So Ogando on first, probably the fastest guy on the team, following Segovia, who's on second, who might be the slowest guy on the team. Webb facing Midkiff now. Two men on base, nobody out. Here comes the pitch. Midkiff lifts it into center field. That is going to be caught. Pish comes in a few steps to make the catch for out number 1. Guerrero now the batter. 1 out. 2 men on. Webb facing Guerrero with the Cubs with a chance to extend this lead. There's a grounder towards short. The diving play. And he throws it into right field. Everybody's going to be safe. Man, that looked like it was going to be a double play ground ball to end the inning. And the shortstop airmailed it into right field. Only an alert play by the right fielder prevented the run from scoring. So Kuning now comes up with the bases loaded and 1 out. Webb facing Kuning. Here comes the pitch. He pops it up to left. I don't know if that's going to be deep enough. The left fielder has it. He throws back in. That's out number 2. And Segovia is not able to score. So now Bodine comes up with 2 outs and the bases loaded. Webb facing Bodine. Let's see if the Cubs can cash in on the Dodgers' error. 1-2 is the count. Bodine takes strike 3 at the knees and the inning is over. So the Cubs load the bases. They fail to score. We're going to the bottom of the third of a 1-0 ball game. Rodriguez facing Campos here in the bottom of the third. Rodriguez with the delivery. Here it comes. Grounder in front of the plate. Catcher pops up. He has it. The throw to first, and that is out number 1. Rodriguez now faces Ortiz with 1 out, nobody on. 2-1 is the count. Here comes the pitch. And there's a grounder back up the middle. Second baseman Awada has it. He throws to first, and they get him by a step for out number 2. Ramirez now the batter. 2 outs and nobody on. Rodriguez facing Ramirez with a 2-2 count. Here comes the delivery. And a swing and a miss, and the inning is over. The fastball at 97, and the Dodgers go down in order. We're going to the top of the fourth with the Cubs still up by 1. Ornelas facing Webb here to lead off the top of the fourth inning for the Cubs. 2-2 is the count. Here comes the pitch. Driven in the air, deep right center field, going back, and that is going to be a home run. So Ornelas gets his first home run of the postseason. 401 feet, just barely cleared the wall in right center field. And the Cubs double their lead. It is now 2-0 here in the top of the fourth inning. Blackmore faces Webb in the top of the fourth. Cubs up by 2. 2-1 is the count. Here's the pitch. Lined up the middle, there's another base hit. There's a clean single at center for Blackmore as he drove that 2-2 curveball into center field. Awada now the batter, facing Webb in the top of the fourth. Here comes the pitch. There's a pop-up behind second base. Center fielder coming in. He makes the catch. That is out number 1. Segovia now the batter. He's 1 for 1 today. 5 for 27 in the postseason. 1 strike is the count. Segovia takes the pitch. The throw goes down to second, and they have him dead to right at second base. So Blackmore is thrown out. There's now 2 outs and nobody on. Webb faces Segovia with a 1-2 count. Here comes the delivery. And Segovia takes strike 3 looking, and the inning is over. But the Cubs take now a 2-0 lead into the bottom of the fourth inning. Brown facing Rodriguez in the bottom of the fourth. 2 strikes is the count. Here comes the delivery. And there's a hit by pitch. He got him in the calf, it looked like. So the runner heads down to first as the Dodgers have the leadoff man on base here in the bottom of the fourth. Rodriguez now faces pitch. With a runner on first, nobody out. 1-2 is the count. And there's a grounder up the middle. Gets by Bodine into center field. The runners stop at first and second. That is going to be a single to put the tying run on base in the bottom of the fourth inning. Rodriguez now faces Gladney. 2 men on, nobody out. 3-0 count. Here's the delivery. Outside for ball 4. The bases are loaded with nobody out. And now Rodriguez has to work himself out of a real jam here. He's facing Herrera. Bases loaded, nobody out. 1 strike is the count. Here's the pitch. Lined into the gap in left center field. That's going to give the Dodgers the lead. The runners are rounding the bases. This will be it'll tie the ball game. An RBI double for Ricky Herrera. And now the Dodgers have second and third with nobody out in the bottom of the fourth inning. It's a 2-2 ball game. Campos is the next batter. Rodriguez struggling to even get an out here in the bottom of the fourth. Here comes the pitch. Popped up to center. This will give the Dodgers the lead. Midkiff gets under it. He makes the catch. The throw comes home. It's not going to be in time. The runners tag up and advance. Herrera advances to third. Gladney scores. That's an RBI sacrifice fly, and now the Dodgers have a 3-2 lead in the bottom of the fourth inning. So with 1 out and a runner on third, Tiefenthaler is the next batter. 1-2 is the count. Raul Rodriguez with the pitch. There's a swing and a miss for strike 3. That is out number 2. So now Rodriguez faces Alex Campos with 2 outs and 1 man on. Rodriguez working with a 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Popped up. Left center field. Calling for it is Midkiff. He makes the catch, and the inning is over. The Dodgers, however, score 3 times. They take a 3-2 lead into the top of the 5th inning. Ogando leading off for the Cubs. He's 1 for 1 today. Facing Webb with a full count in the top of the 5th inning. And Ogando lines that one into left field, but that is right at the left fielder. He took about 2 steps and made the catch for out number 1. Midkiff now the batter. 1 out, nobody on. 3-1 is the count. Midkiff with the delivery. That's outside for ball 4. So Midkiff draws the walk off of the Webb delivery, and now Guerrero is the batter. 1 out, 1 man on, top of the 5th. Cubs looking to tie this ball game. There's a grounder towards short. The throw goes to second. The relay to first. That's a 6-4-3 double play. So Guerrero grounds into the double play, and the inning is over. We're going to the bottom of the 5th of a 3-2 contest here in Los Angeles. Raul Rodriguez coming out to face the top of the Dodgers lineup in the bottom of the fifth inning. 3-1 is the count. Rodriguez with the delivery. There's a pop-up to center. Coming in fast is Midkiff. He makes the catch. That is out number 1. Ramirez now the batter. 1 out, nobody on. 1-1 is the count. Raul Rodriguez with the pitch. Lined into center field. That'll be a base hit. Sharply hit line drive. He beats the shift to get a 1-out single. Brown now the batter. 1 out, 1 man on. 1 strike is the count. And that one gets away from the catcher. The runner's going to go down to second on the wild pitch. And we have a runner in scoring position with 1 out in the bottom of the 5th inning. Dodgers looking to expand this 3-2 lead. Brown now the batter. Facing Rodriguez with a 1-2 count. And that is strike 3 called. A curveball that dropped right in belt high. That is out number 2. Hish now batting with 2 outs. And the runner still on second. 2-1 is the count. Rodriguez with the delivery. Lined into left field. That's another base hit. That's going to drive in the run. Pish with an RBI extra base hit as he cruises into second with a stand-up double. And the Dodgers now have a 4-2 lead in the bottom of the 5th inning. And now Gladney batting against Rodriguez. Rodriguez working with 2 outs and the runner on second. 1-2 is the count. Here comes the delivery. Grounded towards short. Bodine has it. He throws across the diamond. That is going to be out number 3. So the Dodgers expand their lead. They take a 4-2 lead into the top of the 6th inning. Kuning batting, facing Webb. He's 1 for 2 today. Cubs down by 2, trying to get some back here in the top of the 6th. 1 strike count. And Kuning gets hit by the pitch, so he's going to head down to first. Bodine, the next batter. Runner on first, nobody out. Webb facing Bodine with a 1-ball count. Here comes the pitch. Bodine grounds it toward third. The throw goes to second. The relay to first. That is a 5-4-3 double play. So the Cubs now have 2 outs and nobody on base. Ornelas, the next batter, in the top of the 6th inning. Webb working with a full count. 2 outs. Here's the delivery. Up high for ball 4. So Webb misses with the fastball. And now Blackmore is the batter as Ornelas is on first in the top of the 6th. 1-1 is the count. And Jonathan Haro is coming out of the Dodgers bullpen. He gives up the ground ball to second. The throw goes to first, and the inning is over. So the Cubs strand a runner. They do not score. We're going to the bottom of the 6th of a 4-2 ball game. Herrera faces Rodriguez in the bottom of the 6th inning. 1 strike count. Raul Rodriguez continuing to labor for the Cubs. There's a liner into right. Rodriguez needs to be out of this ball game. He's just giving up line drives in every direction. A leadoff double for the Dodgers here in the bottom of the 6th inning, as they have a 2-run lead looking for more here in Game 2 of the NLCS. Rodriguez now faces Gabe Campos. Bottom of the 6th, nobody out, runner in scoring position. 1-1 is the count. Here's the delivery. Popped up. Short left field coming in fast. Ogando, everything he does is fast. The catch is made for out number 1. Rodriguez now faces Tiefenthaler with 1 out, 1 man on. Full count. Here comes the delivery. And it's low for ball 4. So they pay off pitch, and Tiefenthaler is awarded first. Now, Clapper is finally brought in out of the bullpen to relieve Rodriguez. Clapper is making his first postseason appearance. On the regular season, he threw 90 innings. Walked 23, struck out 82 with a 3.10 ERA. The lefty Clapper faces the lefty Alex Campos with 1 out, 2 men on in the bottom of the 6th inning. Clapper from the stretch, 2 strikes, and here is the delivery. Strike 3 called at the knees. That is out number 2. Clapper gets the strikeout looking on a fastball at 98. And now Clapper faces Ortiz. 2 outs, 2 men on. 2-2 is the count. And a grounder towards second. Awada has it. He throws to Kuning, and the inning is over. So the Dodgers do not score. They strand 2. We're going to the top of the 7th of a 4-2 contest. Awada now facing off against Harrow to lead off the top of the 7th inning. 2-2 is the count. And there's a grounder towards second. Awada grounding out to his counterpart for out number 1. Segovia, the next batter. 1 out, nobody on. Here comes the first pitch to Segovia. Lined into short left field. That is going to be a base hit as Segovia gets on first with one out in the top of the 7th inning. Are we going to see a pinch runner for Segovia here? Ogando is the next batter. Segovia is going to remain in the game and pinch hit for himself. Arp is coming out of the Dodgers bullpen. Arp has also not pitched in this postseason. However, in the regular season, he was very effective. 76 innings thrown, 39 walks, 105 strikeouts, and a 2.61 ERA. Arp faces Ogando, lefty versus lefty, with one out, one man on at the top of the 7th inning. 1-2 is the count. Arp looking for the sign. Here's the delivery. Grounder up the middle. Second baseman has it. He throws to first, but Ogando beats it out. So an infield single. And now the Cubs have first and second with one out in the top of the 7th inning. Midkiff, the next batter. He is facing Arp with one out and the tying run on base. 3-1 is the count. Midkiff takes down low for ball 4, and that'll bring up Guerrero. With the bases loaded, one out in the top of the 7th inning, Arp faces Guerrero with the game in a critical juncture. Arp working, 2-2 is the count. Guerrero standing in. Here comes the pitch. Guerrero grounds it back toward the plate, toward the mound. The pitcher has it. He throws to first, and Guerrero somehow beats it out. The pitcher could not get it out of his glove. The game is now 4-3. The bases are still loaded. There's only one out. And Guerrero, hustling down the line, beats that out for an infield single. And now Danny Towers is going to pinch hit for the first baseman, Kuning, here in the top of the 7th inning with one out and the bases still loaded. The righty Towers will face the lefty Arp here in the top of the 7th. One strike is the count, and Towers hits that one deep to center field. That one's going to be off the wall. The runners are going to circle the bases. Towers heading for second with an RBI double. He clears the bases, and the Cubs take a 6-3 lead in the top of the 7th inning. 6-4 lead, in the top of the 7th inning. So, Danny Towers coming up with a clutch pinch hit RBI double to give the Cubs the lead. Bodine now the batter, one out, runner on second, top of the 7th inning. Bodine is going to get the intentional walk with first base open. So Bodine trots down to first, and that brings up Ornelas, and now Mitch Vallee is coming out of the Dodger bullpen. Vallee, through 36 innings, 10 walks, 37 strikeouts, and a .98 ERA on the season. Ornelas faces Vallee with one out, two men on in the top of the 7th inning. Ornelas waits for the first pitch from Vallee. Here it comes. Grounder toward short. The throw goes to second, the relay to first, and that will end the inning. But not before the Cubs score 4 times to take a 6-4 lead into the bottom of the 7th inning. Clapper now faces Ramirez. The Cubs up by 2 in the bottom of the 7th. Clapper working with a full count. Here comes the delivery. And that is outside for ball 4. So the runner is going to take first on the fastball outside for a walk. Clapper now faces Brown. Runner on first, nobody out. One strike is the count. Here comes the pitch. Grounded towards second. The throw goes to short. The relay to first. There's a 4-6-3 double play. And just like that, the Dodgers have 2 outs and nobody on base. Pish now the batter. 2 outs, nobody on. Clapper facing Pish in the bottom of the 7th inning with the Cubs up by 2. Here comes the first pitch, and there's a pop-up to right center field. Chasing his Midkiff. He calls off Bodine and makes the catch to end the inning. So the Dodgers do not score. We're going to the top of the 8th of a 6-4 ball game. Cubs up by 2 looking for more. Blackmore leading off here in the top of the 8th inning. Here comes the first pitch to Blackmore. And he lines that one into left field. That's going to be a leadoff single. Blackmore holds it first. And the Cubs looking to add to this 2-run lead. Iwata is the next batter. Runner on first, nobody out. 1 ball is the count. The throw goes down to second, and Blackmore is going to be out on a stolen base attempt. Man, Blackmore has been thrown out a couple of times, and he has not been close. Iwata now the batter. It makes me wonder if he's even getting a good jump over there. Iwata facing Vallee. 1-1 is the count. 1 out, nobody on base. Here comes the pitch. There's a pop-up in foul territory. The third baseman chasing. Oh, and he drops it. The third baseman, Campos, drops it, and now Iwata's going to have a second chance at life here against Vali. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and Iwata pops it up into center field. He's going to get on base with a base hit. So just kind of a bloop Texas leaguer into short center field, and now Segovia bats, who is 2 for 3 today. He's facing Vali with a runner on first and 1 out here in the top of the 8th inning. 1 ball is the count. Segovia pops it up on the infield. The second baseman calls for it. He makes the play. That is out number 2. Ogando now the batter. 2 outs, 1 man on. Vali faces Ogando with a 1-1 count. And Ogando grounds it toward third. Third baseman has it. He throws to second. They retire the lead runner to end the inning. So we're going to the bottom of the 8th. The Cubs are up by 2 here in Los Angeles. And Leffingwell, the closer, is coming in to pitch in the bottom of the 8th inning. He has thrown 6 innings, allowed 7 hits, 4 earned runs, 3 walks, and 5 strikeouts with an ERA of 6. Leffingwell will face Gladney, Herrera, and Campos here in the bottom of the 8th. 1-1 is the count. Leffingwell with a 1.33 ERA and 44 saves on the season. He was second in Major League Baseball in saves. There's a ground ball towards second. Towers picks it up on 1 hop and steps on the base for out number 1. Herrera, now the batter with 1 out, nobody on. 2-2 is the count to Herrera. Leffingwell with the pitch. Grounded back toward the mound. He has it. The throw to first, that is out number 2. Campos now the batter, 2 outs and nobody on. 2-2 is the count. With the pitch, there's a ground ball towards second. Iwata has it. He throws to first, and the inning is over. 3 ground balls, and the Dodgers retired in order. We're going to the top of the 9th with the Cubs up by 2. Midkiff leading off against Valley here in the top of the 9th inning. 1-2 is the count. Midkiff awaits the pitch. There's a liner into center field. That'll be a leadoff single. Midkiff with a single to lead off the top of the 9th inning. Guerrero now the batter. He is 1 for 4 with an RBI today. Guerrero facing Vali with a 2-strike count. And it gets away. The runner's going to go down to second. That is going to be a ball. And Guerrero manages to lay off. So runner on second, nobody out. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Vlad. And he swings and misses for strike 3. So that is out number 1 of the inning. Towers now batting. He is 1 for 3 with a clutch RBI double that gave the Cubs the lead in the top of the 7th inning. Towers now facing Vali with a full count. Here comes the delivery. Towers swings and misses for strike 3. That was a cut fastball. It was high, and Towers chased it for the second out of the inning. Bodine now the batter. 2 outs and 1 man on. First pitch to Bodine, and he swings and misses, but the ball goes to the backstop, and the runner advances to third. So now Vali faces Bodine with a 2-strike count in the top of the 9th inning. Bodine grounds it toward third. The third baseman has it. He throws to first, and they retire Bodine by a step to end the inning. We're going to the bottom of the 9th. The Cubs need 3 outs to secure this win in Game 2. Leffingwell facing Orenstein, who is pinch hitting for the Dodgers, to lead off the bottom of the 9th inning. Leffingwell working. First pitch of the inning. Here it comes. There's a pop-up to short center field. The second shortstop goes out. He makes the catch, and Bodine has it for out number 1. Leffingwell now faces Campos with 1 out, nobody on. 1-2 is the count. Here's the pitch. There's a swing and a miss for strike 3. That was down in the dirt, and Campos chased it for the second out of the inning. Ortiz now the batter. 2 outs and nobody on. Leffingwell faces Ortiz with a 1-strike count. Here comes the delivery. And he hits him in the ankle. So Leffingwell hits Ortiz with a pitch. It was a cut fastball that got away from him, hit him in the ankle with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 9th inning. And that brings up Alexander Ramirez, who represents the tying run here in the bottom of the 9th. 2 outs, 1 man on. Leffingwell working with a 1-1 count. Here comes the pitch. Grounded up the middle. Pitcher has it. He throws to first, and the game is over. So the Cubs tie up the series 1 game apiece. We're going back to Chicago for Game 3 of the NLCS. So in today's game, The player of the game was Tristan Midkiff of the Cubs. He went 2 for 3 with a run scored, an RBI, and drew 2 walks. The big clutch hit of the game, however, was the bases clearing double by Danny Towers in the top of the 7th inning, which gave the Cubs the lead that they did not relinquish. Clapper gets the win. He threw an inning and 2/3 of scoreless relief. Leffingwell getting his 3rd save of the postseason with 2 innings of scoreless relief as well. Arp takes the loss. He did not get an out. He allowed 3 hits, 3 earned runs, and 2 walks in the 7th inning. So, the Cubs and Dodgers are tied up in the NLCS 1 game apiece. Thank you for watching Replacement Player Baseball.